So many things are wrong.
Gosh, I'm so white.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Heather. Wow.
And we are the Goin Batty clan. We're having a little camera problem on our phone tonight, so it's going to feel a little washed out. But hopefully it'll correct itself. It's kind of weird. I think if I tip it... I think if I tip it... Oh, yeah, there. See?
There you go.
It kind of made it better.
There you go.
But now you can't see us.
Yeah,
so.
you can. You can.
That's
you
bad.
can see us. That's
what
good.
If I do that?
That's better.
Is that better?
We're crooked.
We're crooked.
But I don't think we can fix that.
Yeah. Listen, if you tuned in tonight
for
looking for high quality video, programming and editing, well, you got us.
You need to go somewhere else.
I recommend a lot of other channels that are much better at that than me and us. But hey, you're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna talk a lot about Oh, we're gonna talk.
We are tired. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning and I had to go with the boys and volunteer to help out with their merit badge challenge for Boy Scouts.
That's right.
And so my rear end's dragging right now.
You get what you get when you tune in to the Goin Batty show tonight. It is a pleasure to see all of you, and we are very glad to be with you. We are answering viewer questions tonight.
Hi, Dave.
And very glad to be with you and doing that. I've got some bugs I'm working out.
It is 11 degrees here, and it started to, they predicted the snowpocalypse to happen starting at like 4 o'clock this morning, and it didn't happen. It just rained.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, like 30, 34 degrees. Well, now it's dropped down to 11 degrees, and everything is freezing. So we are, it's cold. And we're constantly telling the kids, like, we're trying to keep the living room warm with the fireplace. And it's like, close the doors to the other rooms of the house. And right now I can see the boys' bedroom door wide open. So
no, it isn't.
As they slam it closed.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm gonna. And I wanted to make sure you guys were getting all that you could get from our fantabulous video.
Should they be off the...
No, we're fine.
Okay, I'll turn mine off too.
I hope everybody's having a great day. We are... Hi, thinking of others. Hi, Alicia. We are going to answer some viewer questions from you that have been sent to us. But if you have any questions, by all means, put them in all caps as we go through our show, and we will respond appropriately. Or inappropriately.
No, we will respond appropriately.
Depends on the question, I suppose. But we are very glad you're with us, and tonight we're making no bones about the fact that it is cold outside. It was even almost 40 degrees
it was like
yesterday or before.
34.
And it's wintertime, so what the heck, you know? We're just we're living the dream.
Hi, Butterfly Emprise.
Yes.
Again, I've been up since Enterprise.
Enterprise. Interpretize.
Yes. Enterprises.
We're not going to say it right. I am wearing a specialty made Beardo hat crocheted by my lovely bride for such an occasion as this.
He shaved off his facial hair, so I had to make him a new one.
I just, you know. I wear it when...
Hi, Rosalie.
The weather's really chapped in my face. I think I will end up taking this off because I'll get too hot. But, man, I've had some really dry skin.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. And I even put out a little video about what do guys do about dry skin. Just a reminder, put all of your questions in all caps so we can see them well. But, Alicia, I see yours. Is it as cold inside as it is outside? Well, it is, because we have a philosophy about heating our house. We don't like to pay the gas company more than they need, so we keep the heat pretty low. We're on natural gas, and so we set our thermostat around 63 degrees.
We set it at 60.
Sometimes it's at 63.
It depends on how cold it is. Like tonight we might bump it up to 63, but I usually keep it at about 60 in the winter.
But we don't like to pay the gas man more than he needs, because we feel like the kids and I and Heather can all bundle up and keep warm.
Butterfly Enterprises she says we can call her Renee.
Oh, well, thank you.
Hello, Renee.
Hi, Renee.
So.
And I see Rosalie is here.
Yes.
Hello, hello. We're glad to have you with us. Lumberjack look. Yep, that's me. Yeah. So anyway, we typically we have a fireplace. We have a good fire going, and the kids can huddle around that. But we're not going to spend more money than we need to on natural gas. We have it to heat our water. We keep it above freezing so that the pipes don't freeze. But we have PEX piping.
Yeah.
So the freezing portion of that is
we also
minimalized by
a basement too, so that keeps
helps.
it from. It's
Although
not like
it's cold down there too.
Yeah, but like when you have a crawl space, a lot of times you can have the problem
Yeah.
with your pipes freezing. We don't have that. We have the basement, so
Yeah.
we're okay. I got smudge.
You got smudge?
It's
Okay.
either on my eyeball or it's on my glasses.
We're breaking tradition a little bit because of the hecticness of our schedule. And all that I've been doing this week and all that Heather's been doing just today.
Yeah.
Heather spent several hours with over 100, 200
Oh, that made it worse. Hey,
Boy
Max,
Scouts.
can you bring
And
my glasses cleaner cloth?
they were doing the Merit Badge Challenge.
Yeah,
and,
it was way over 100 Boy Scouts. And I was helping work the concession stand. So there would be like a 15-minute break between their classes that they had. So, during these 15-minute breaks, you had like 800 bazillion Boy Scouts in their little tan shirts coming at you going, I need a hot dog, I need chips, I need pop, and they were so sweet and they were so polite. And I mean, just super, good kids. But it was like, it would be nothing, and then it was everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you guys going to get the big storm that is going to hit the U.S. and Canada?
I think we're getting part of it.
150 million in the United States and Canada will be affected, including us overnight and tomorrow. Well, it's kind of funny because on Friday afternoon, everybody started really preaching 10 inches of snow. Dayton is in a weird spot, though. So when Dayton gets a snowstorm, it's typically right on the line where we get that sleety, icy junk that comes out. And I'll be honest with you, tonight is no different. It is rainy, it is icky. There's not any snow yet, but we are supposed to get 4 to 6 inches. It's supposed to
start like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It was, but now they're saying it's supposed to start here in the next couple hours.
Okay.
So the forecast has definitely shifted, and we're not getting any snow yet, but it might come. You never know.
We are getting that same weather system. It's kind of coming up and it's moving like through Ohio into.
I mean, this is a massive storm. It goes all the way up to Big Family Homestead, all the way over to
Canada.
Up to Canada, and it's just crazy big. So, Martinsville, Indiana, is in a valley, but getting ice storm. Oh, I bet you are.
Well, around here, snow is not usually our big issue. We'll get snow, and usually, like our worst weather comes late January, early February.
Yeah.
We usually don't have a whole lot of like snow for Christmas or anything like that. But
this year we had a dusting.
We had a dusting,
nice.
But our issue we have here is the ice, because what it'll do is it'll snow just a little bit, and then it'll melt a little bit, and then it'll freeze, and then it'll freezing rain on top of that, and then it'll snow again. And then it'll melt a little bit. Like, we won't have like piles and piles of snow, but there's like these layers of ice in between it, and it just makes it a nightmare to drive sometimes. And especially when you have people that don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
In weather like this, like, they go flying down the road thinking, I have a 4-wheel drive. Well, 4-wheel drive doesn't really work in ice. Like, you have to be...
Hi, Bama Grits.
Really proficient at driving. 4-wheel drive is more for like snow and mud and stuff like that, but it's not.
Did I say that right? Bama?
Yeah, Bama Grits.
I thought so.
It's Sharon.
Yeah.
We know
Okay.
Sharon.
So it's
She's
65 there. It's supposed to be 22 tomorrow night. Yeah, it's getting cold. It's gonna get cold. Oh man, is it gonna get cold?
You need to bundle up, Sharon.
Bundle up.
Bundle up.
Yes. So what we decided to do is kind of break, since we're a little bit ADD tonight. We thought we would answer some of your questions that you've asked us, and that maybe we haven't had time to answer back because, believe it or not, this is going to come to a surprise to some of you, but we do not get to watch as much YouTube as you'd think. I mean, we do watch some.
We do watch some,
but we're not able to maybe answer every question that we want to answer, and we're not able to. Yeah, we're not able to maybe give you, the awesome viewers. Do you know that we're at 2,300 viewers, subscribers, and we have you to thank for that. And so thank you for our subscription, subscribing to our channel. Thank you.
All right, I have a real quick question though for the audience, because to see if anybody knows what this is, and I would ask somebody who is maybe in the military, or if you've been in the military. My mom, a friend of hers, is moving, and they were getting rid of some stuff, and so they had a son who had been in the Army, and there were some Army canteens, there was some fatigue stuff.
We'll show you some of that in a later live show.
And then there was this bag, and it had this in it. And it slides like that.
Yep.
And we have a whole little bag of them right here. And we have no clue what they are. I mean, it looks like some sort of clip, like maybe you would clip it to a belt to hold something. But if there's anybody who is in the military who knows what this is, could you tell us what this is?
I'm guessing it goes to a rifle.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking it has something to do with the rifle. I don't know that. Obviously, I have no idea what it is, but it has markings on the back. Like when you look at this
ribbon clips?
Like when you look at this one, it says AB on the back,
yeah,
or FB. I'm not sure if it's an A or an F.
Let's see.
But not all of them have that marking on the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it says FB on it.
All of them look used.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been very used, but they're still very tight.
Yeah.
So
all of these here have FB on the back. I don't know.
Or are they AB?
No, it's F.
F? Are you sure that's an F and not a weird A?
It's an F, I believe.
It's hard to see.
Okay. Well, anyway. So
that's our question to you, is if you're one of our viewers.
Rosalie, I think Rosalie may be answering the question. It says ribbon clips, and then Renee said yes. You put your ribbon awards in the clips and clip them to your uniform.
I'll be darned.
That's what they are. Okay.
Really? So that goes on a uniform?
I guess so.
It seems it's a very interesting thing to have on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it goes on your thing.
Yeah.
And then you clip it in like that?
I guess so. And I guess
cool.
maybe it holds maybe more than one, because, you know,
awesome.
Some are wider than the other. I don't know.
Hi, Nancy. Welcome to the show. Thank you for that, Rosalie. We needed to know what these are. Okay, that's a great thing. I'll give you that back.
Okay.
Well, we have a whole bag of them, and they've seen. We're gonna keep track of those. We're not gonna lose them because those are dated. Those are very old.
Yeah.
They
seem like that they might have. We might be able to find a use for them too.
And it holds lots of weapon. Yep, and it holds lots of weapon.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Well, we have.
They hold up to 3 to 4 ribbons.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Again, very fun stuff.
Yeah. I wanted to thank, I think it was Nancy, because I was on Living on a Dime's live stream. I haven't been on there in forever, because Wednesdays have just been like crazy busy for us. But I was sick, and so that's why I was on there. And she was asking how I was doing yesterday when I was on their live stream again. So, and I think she was the one that said that she was praying for me. So thank you. I am feeling much better.
Those clips, Sandy just spoke of. Hi, Sandy. They just said clips on the canteens or ammo on your belt.
Okay.
That's awesome. I'm so glad people knew what was going on.
Why they came with the canteens that we've got.
Yeah.
So my boys were so excited. Like my mom, she hit a home run on those. She got the canteens,
yeah.
And the boys are so excited about it.
Oh, very. Yeah. Okay. So today is all about you. We have a song in our house that actually is not that song. Yes. It's the Not About You song.
Yeah, when someone is starting to make everything about them, we're like, it's not about you. It's not about you. But tonight, it is about you.
And so we're going to start with question number 1. Heather's actually written the show tonight instead of me, and she did a great job. So what's the first question?
Okay, the first question I had, and these are just random questions that we've pulled from our comments. So question number 1 is, do you find that like chicken fingers or chicken tenders go further than a whole chicken breast
I have to interrupt.
Yes.
Rosalie, we will totally keep you in our prayers. We're so sorry for your loss.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
That
Rosalie.
is really, really a tough thing, and we'll be praying for your family. All right, I'm sorry. We had to address that.
Yes. So I had the question, like, do you find that like chicken fingers or chicken tenders go further than a whole chicken breast does? For us adults, I would say yes, because we don't eat as much as, say, the boys do. I can't really tell the difference with the boys. But usually with the whole chicken breast, what I'll do is I will split it in half and go ahead and just use like a half a chicken breast a person. So that's what I do. So there's the answer to that question.
And just to kind of expand on the whole chicken conversation, I don't think chicken has to be messed with that often. I think we do too much to it sometimes. And chicken, when you just put salt and pepper on it and it's just baked or fried or like cooked in a pan.
You like it when I do salt, pepper, and then I put like Italian seasoning on it, because that's how I season it for smothered chicken.
I do like that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying sometimes you can overthink things, and simple is good. When we talk about future food and we talk about all the different things that we kind of are into with homesteading and canning and all that stuff, I think sometimes it's important to keep it simple. You don't need to overcomplicate things and you can put too much spices on things, don't you think?
Very true, Renee. Except for when my daughter hits a growth spurt, because my daughter can pack away the food when she's growing just as much as my boys can. But I wanted to show them real quick. We were talking about chicken. Hold on. Let's see. It's right here. All right. So I canned chicken for the first time ever, and I'm so proud of myself. So we've got back here in my little pantry, we've got about 9, maybe 10 jars of chicken in there. So we've got that. I found it. Ooh, I'm sitting a little close to it. I found a really good deal on chicken, and so I bought a bunch of chicken breasts, and I just went ahead and canned them. So I thought, I was so proud of myself. I'm like, yay! I finally conquered that beast, because I've always been afraid to can meat. So now I'm moving on to something else. So
Alicia, that sounds amazing. Broccoli cheese chicken.
Ooh.
Oh.
Now I make a broccoli cheese chicken casserole.
Yes,
that
you do,
like.
and it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, City Homestead. How are you?
All right. So the next question I have is, where do you go for your canning recipe? Oh wait, where did you get?
Where did the recipes go?
Oh, where did the recipes go? Somebody had asked me. Yeah, I had to think about that a minute. I had somebody ask me. In some of our newer videos, like we used to put the recipe under the video, and what we're doing now is we're just moving them over to the Goin Batty
store. It's
website.
goinbatty.com or Goin Batty store.
goinbatty.com. And the reason that we're doing that is that we'll have all of them there, so you don't have to like just keep, here's a video here, here's a video there. So we're starting to put all of our new recipes over there, so you can just scroll through and see what they are.
You actually can watch our YouTube channel there.
Yeah.
We're going to turn our website into not just a holder for our recipes, but a place where you can hear life blogs from Heather and I as we write blogs. I'm working on one right now, and hopefully we'll have it out in the next year or so, knowing how much time I have.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. We have a family cookbook. Ooh, I like that. That's awesome. We have a family cookbook too. She's sitting right there. She memorizes all her recipes, so we're trying to put it into...
It's hard to do recipes for me sometimes.
That's the beauty of our website, though. We'll have an actual record of it.
Handful here, pinch of that there.
Yeah.
Though I never do that making biscuits, because like you got to be pretty precise with your baking, like leavening agents.
Can I ask a random question?
Yes.
If they would like their own Beardo hat, how would they go about getting one?
I guess send me an email.
Okay.
And, you know, let me know, like,
colors
and stuff like that.
Size.
They run from, like, infant sizes, which I think, I'm trying to think, when I did them last, they were, like, an infant size was $8 up to, I think, $18 for somebody who has a head this size. So, just saying. It's not saying it's big, it's just a head that size.
Well, you know, we're writing them down for our kids, and I think we want to teach them how to do it too.
Yeah.
And so Katie's learning a lot of these recipes firsthand.
And that's where the app that we
and Max
use
is
comes
too.
in
Jack is. Miles
really
is,
handy because Katie is connected to my Pepper Plate app, and so Max can get on it too, and so that way they can see all the recipes. And I have hard copies of some of the recipes too. So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question I had, this was about my ham salad. Somebody asked, do I ever put eggs in my ham salad? And I have done that before. I have. And we have kind of half of our family that likes eggs, and the other half kind of doesn't really care for them. So we just don't, just so that, you know, I don't have to make 2 separate batches of it. So, but I do like it, and Kevin really likes it in there. So
Sharon
yeah.
says, I made a blog of my recipes for my kids when I'm long gone. They already use it. That's funny. Okay. Where are we at?
We're right here. Okay, this is one. Where do you get dill relish? Because it's actually...
Can't you just make it?
Well, you could. You could just take a jar of pickles and put them in a
Grind
food processor and chop them up. Now, I bought dill pickle relish. I bought mine, like, if you're anywhere where there's a Kroger, like, they have it there, and it's in a jar. It's in a smaller jar. And it was their brand. Now, I know Mount Olive makes it, and sometimes you can find that at Kroger's, but I cannot find dill relish at Meijer. I don't find it at Aldi's. I don't find it at Walmart. Kroger's is about the only place that I find it. So, and when we were in Maryland, like, it was super hard to find. Like, no place sold dill relish.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
let's see. All right.
Love dill relish, by the way.
Yes.
I'd put it on every sandwich I ever eat, ever.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to put a link up, and you can order it off of Amazon as well.
So let's see. Okay, this one was about homeschooling. I had somebody ask, how do you
Wait,
get...
we homeschool?
Yes, we homeschool.
Yeah, we do. I mean, look at this. Does this face look like a normal
Okay,
face?
wait, I had somebody ask a question. Donna asked me, I'm sorry, Donna. I love your ham salad recipe. How long does it keep? And let's see, how long does it keep? And can you can? I'm sorry. How long does it keep, and can you can it? I've never tried canning it. And I'm not. I think you could probably get about four days, but it never lasts that long in our house. We have usually one meal out of it, and it is like gone. So because people snack on it like all day long.
What is
that? So the ham salad.
Oh yeah.
I've never tried canning it, but like I said, you would probably have 4 days out of it.
If you want to know where to get some dill relish, go to Amazon, and there's a link for it. You can just get it there.
All right.
What was our last question?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I think we need to check them off as we go because I'm getting lost.
Oh, yeah. I'll check them off. Okay, so let me check them off.
We used to freeze our homemade ham salad.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Well, that saves it for future use.
All right. So we're on the homeschool question.
Oh.
All right. So I had a lady ask me, and this was a video I did a while back when I got the curriculum in. Oh my gosh.
Easy for you to say.
My curriculum that I ordered last year at the beginning of the year. Now, we wound up not going with that curriculum because midstream it was just like, this is just not working for us.
Right.
And so we switched curriculums, but there is a website called thehomeschoolfoundation.org. And I don't know if it applies in Canada. I think it's just the United States. But if you go to that website, it will explain to you how you can go through and who applies for, who who can apply for this grant. So if you are a low-income family, if you are a military family, I believe if you're a missionary family, that one I'm not too sure about, but I think that's true. And wait, what did I say?
Doing great.
Low-income family, military family, missionary family, and a family with a child with a disability. You can apply for this grant. So it's the homeschoolfoundation.org is the website you need to go to.
Oh,
so,
I'll put that up.
Yeah.
Homeschool.
So this one, and I actually remember who this one came from. Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, we have it. That's what I love about homeschooling. You can change to suit your the learning of your child. Yes. And what we found with the curriculum wasn't bad. I mean, it actually wasn't. Yes, that's it right there. It was that it fit my daughter well, but it didn't fit the boys well. And we were kind of doing a whole unit study where everything connected, which is great. And actually the curriculum we use now kind of does the same thing, except Katie's at a high school level and the boys, it's I don't know, it's a little different because like their math, English, grammar, that stuff doesn't relate, but sometimes their history and science and music and art will kind of all relate to each other. But with the other one, everything kind of did, and it just became, it just didn't, like I said, the curriculum was good, it just didn't work for us. So let's see.
That's okay. And that's part of homeschooling too, is learning what curriculum works best, what fits your family, and how do you tweak the curriculum? Because I think sometimes you can combine certain aspects of curriculum. Like the one piece of that particular one that we liked was the Bible study.
Yeah.
And so we took that and combined it with something in YouVersion, which is an online Bible app. It has some great videos.
They do, yeah.
Great Bible.
I'm sorry.
Even if you're an adult and you want to learn more about the Bible, these videos are very informative.
Yeah. So it's great because they have kind of an overview of the Old Testament, an overview of the New Testament. They go through, I think it's Psalms and Proverbs. And then they also go through the Torah, like what those first, it's not 4, I think it's 5 books. I may be wrong. Rosalie can correct me. I think she knows this. Yep. But I think it's the Torah is the first 5 books. So Genesis through all of the like law books. And so it has a whole section on just kind of not like deeply explained, but just kind of an overview of everything. So first 5, yes, thank you, Rosalie.
Butterfly Enterprises was in there too.
Okay.
Thinking of others.
So if you use the YouVersion app, you can watch these videos and kind of learn some things that maybe you didn't know before. And so I think it's really great. So
and Nancy says, also you can write to the publisher, CEO, of the items you want and request seconds.
Oh.
That's good to know.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Very helpful.
See, we learn stuff from people all the time that we didn't know. So
you can change it to suit however your child best works.
Yeah. So the next question that I have, and I actually remember who asked this one. This one was from Mindy Hoffman over at Hoffman Homestead. Hoffman Homestead.
Oh, hey, ma'am, let's address that. I think the cursive writing thing is so essential to our kids learning. I mean, Max in particularly has learned how to, all of our kids know how to write in cursive, but it is, the rumor is, and this is, don't quote me on this, I won't say this to anybody but you guys, anybody else that watches this video, rumor has it that so many teachers value cursive writing, they're going to bring it back to public schools. Well, that's the rumor that I'm hearing out on the street.
Out on the street.
Because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
Good Lord. But I think that it is making an impact for people to stand up and say, no, there's some things that are essential. And, learning stories of the Bible, learning some foundational cursive writing, learning how to add might be a good thing. those simple things I think are coming back, and people are making a change in what educational the educational system is doing because of those requests.
I can't imagine taking a trip to Washington D.C., looking at the Declaration of Independence and not being able to read it. Like, cat and dog are fighting in there.
Fighting like cats and dogs in there.
That bothers me. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot read one of the foundational documents of our republic. So, you know, and here's the thing, too, is that if you have a child with dyslexia or dyslexic tendencies, I had an aunt who tutored children like that, and they said if they write in cursive, they cannot make their letters backwards. And so we have had all of our kids, Jack hates writing in cursive, but he does it. Max has beautiful handwriting. Beautiful. Katie has really nice handwriting. Miles's handwriting is getting really good too. So, you know, it's just, I think it's something, like, I would hate to see my kid fill out an official document, sign it in bubble letters. Like, you can't do that. So,
That's right. Just a reminder, we're doing a questions viewer. I can't talk tonight. Questions that viewers have asked
is your
us.
head overheating?
It might be. I might be getting overheated. Let me check my temperature real quick. Yeah, it's there. Anyway, we're answering the questions you guys have asked us either in our comments section or in emails to us. Can someone let the dog out, please? Thank you. You'll only get that here, folks. You won't get that anywhere else.
The dog has to poop.
Let the dog out. Did you say that on our live stream?
did.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. And here's the fun
like,
part.
nobody's
No one is
moving.
coming.
Jen,
We have
I
4
see
kids.
you.
All of them can hear us right now, and none of them are coming to the door to get the dog.
Like, dog?
The dog's
What
doing
dog?
the dog's doing the pee-pee dance.
Max is our favorite child right now.
Oh my Lanta.
But
Well,
only
the
that-
joke's
and
on
now
Gina because it's cold out there.
She hates the
And
rain.
she's gonna pee and come right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Then move on.
Enough bathroom habits
Okay,
about our dog.
so
Good lord.
the next question is: Are your
Kevin, LOL.
are your household items included in your grocery budget?
Household items.
No, they are not.
No,
I
we
just
separate those
I
like
find it
this.
easier, and then that way I don't have to make the choice of do I get this food or do I get toilet paper.
Yeah.
I separate them, so they each have their own separate budget. And usually what it is there's about $40 for household items, and give or take, sometimes it's less, sometimes it's a little more.
Just depends on what we
Yeah,
need.
it just depends on what we need. Like if it's a week where we need cat food, dog food, cat litter,
Cleaning
toilet paper,
supplies.
and dish soap and shampoo and conditioner, it'll be one that's a little more. But
That's right.
if it's another week where it's just like maybe dish soap and like
Yeah.
Pine Sol or something like that, then it's one that's less. So
Well, and the crazy thing is that, you know, we have trained ourselves to believe that we need a lot of, some of those are
Alicia,
essential.
you could ask a question too if you want. Just put in capital letters because it makes it so that we can see it.
Yeah, ask questions
yeah.
here. That's for sure. I was just gonna say, when you know, there's some essentials that you need. You know, you need toilet paper. You can't just go out and use leaves. The neighbors
Well, you
stare.
can, but you know,
no.
that's just gross.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there are some things though that we've chosen to get at the dollar store if it's an emergency. So even though we're not big fans of it, we might grab a cleaning item from the dollar store. It's not great. It's watered down sometimes.
Yeah.
The shampoo.
I don't care for their dish soap, and I don't like their shampoo.
But we have to sometimes use it because that's all we can afford.
Yeah, we have used it, but I do like their version of the Magic Eraser, their version of Pine Sol, like the lemon scented Pine Sol, because the scented Pine Sol makes me think of when I worked at an amusement park and they would put the pine chips down when your little kid threw up in your ride. Like, I can't handle the smell of scented Pine Sol. So,
Yeah.
but things, let me think, what else are things that we buy there? Oh, my storage bins in my cabinets, all of those came from the dollar store. Some of my Christmas lights for my fireplace, those came from the dollar store. So, I mean, there's quite a few things that we can get. Like, they have a spatula there that I love, and I don't know if they sell anymore, but it was wider on one and narrower on the other so that you could get into, like, smaller jars. And I love that one. It was a Betty Crocker spatula, and I haven't seen it in a while, but hopefully they're just restocking it. But, yeah, I mean, there's quite a few things that we've gotten, you know, at the dollar store. But, yeah, we keep our household items separate from our grocery items. So, okay, the next question that I get a lot is...
I'm reading comments, I'm not...
Okay, that's all right. What kind of pressure canner do I use?
Don't you have it down there?
Yeah, I have it right here.
It's right here, folks.
Okay.
We brought it to you on the show so you can see it firsthand. Hey.
And I keep it like this because I'm going to be using it, but that way so that because I have a gauge.
You don't want the gauges to get broken.
On mine, and I don't want it to get messed up. So mine is, I believe it is a either 23 or 32 quart
Presto
pressure canner. It's the one that you put it down and you lock the lid. You turn it to lock the lid. You know, I know that. Oh, that the American Standard is the one that everyone swears by, and I'm sure it's a great one, but it's also can run upwards to $300. So this one was $70, and I got it over at Rural King, I believe. And I think you can get them at Walmart too. Yeah. So the only thing with these, like with the All-American one, it doesn't have the gasket that you'll have to replace. There's just certain parts. It's a better made one, but this one does what I need it to do. And I'm going on 3 years now using it. I haven't had to. I've been really good about cleaning the gaskets and making sure they're oiled, and I've not had to replace any parts yet on it. So that's the pressure canner that I use, and I can do. What was it? I think I got, it was either 9 or 10 pints in the bottom, and then I put another like rack on it. Like, here, let me show you. So you have like one of these in the bottom, and then I put another one on the top, and I could put another nine jars, I think.
It's called a pressure canner, right? I'm not crazy.
Pressure canner. And I could put another layer of jars in there, so I could easily have, if I'm counting right, it's either not 8, 9, or 10 jars in there. Like, I could easily have 20 jars of something pressure canning in there. So quarts, I've never tried stacking quarts. I don't think I could. I think they're too tall, but you could stack pints in it and do double layers, which is kind of nice because you kind of can't really do that with the water bath. They all have to be sunk under the water in a water bath. So let's see.
Sorry, I'm looking at the pressure canner because I wanted to put one up there for you guys to look at. Now all of a sudden I typed in a pressure canner and I couldn't find it because I had my settings wrong.
23. It's a 23 quart.
Yeah, and it's a $70 investment.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna leave a link to that for you too because I think that's
because I've had people ask me what one that I use, and like, I mean, and this is an Amazon affiliate link, so if you buy from that, there's a real small percentage that we get, which is great, and we are very thankful if you do that. Yeah. But
and share it with your friends.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. We had a video where we used an air fryer, and people have asked, so now that you've used it, what's your impression of it? For a family our size, it doesn't work.
You know, the instant fryer worked this morning when I made myself some fried potatoes.
But what I find is they don't stay hot very long.
Well, it's hot enough for me to eat them.
They get cold really quickly. We tried to do pickle chips in it. They were really dry. So we're finding that we're probably not going to, I mean, it is kind of a unitasker now because really the only thing it does is potatoes. So, and it takes up space on a counter that I don't have space for it for. So it's not something that we're probably going to be using a lot. I mean, it was cute and it's a novelty thing and everything, but I need something that does more than one thing. You know, my food processor is also a blender, which is also a smoothie maker. My KitchenAid mixer is a mixer and a meat grinder and a bread kneader, and you know, I need things to do more than one thing.
It's unique.
So heck, even my microwave can be technically a convection oven. I'm not quite sure how that works yet, but you know.
Exactly.
But
get that off the screen.
So yeah, so that's that's our impression of the air fryer.
Yeah.
So I think for like if you were like a single person and you were trying to watch the amount of like fat that you're eating, it might be something for you. But for us, it's just no. Who are some of the people that you watch that inspired you to can? Well, first was when I was a kid, I watched my grandma do it. There you go. That's where it started from. And, you know, going from July to the beginning of October, just canning everything. And, but some of like, when it came to like the meat, the chicken, oh, your hair's so pretty.
I'm pretty. Y'all come on to YouTube and watch our channel.
But,
Dag.
So, Gilbrook Farms is one that I watch.
I like them. Both of them are very bright.
Yes, she's wicked smart. The Needy Homesteader, I've been introduced to her and I've been binge watching her videos.
Tina Weber says, I love canning meat, Heather.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching our channel, Tina.
Sutton's Days is another one that I've been watching. Yep. And Linda's Pantry is one. She does a lot of canning too. So those are the ones like right now that I've been watching.
Absolutely.
And I am going to, I know, I'm having the same problem. Like, there's a draft.
There's a draft back there.
So, Tina, I got a really good deal on ground beef.
Chicken.
So,
I thought you were talking about the chicken.
Yeah, no, they had ground beef for $1.88 a pound, which is good around here. And so I'm actually going to try to can ground beef next. If we get snowed in tomorrow, I might be doing a video on that. Which, and that's one thing, the videos that you're seeing are, hey, Patrick and Crystal.
Hey, guys.
They are
a few days behind. A few weeks behind.
We're about 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
Because just with how our life is, sometimes it gets really hectic, and then sometimes I get like behind and we haven't put videos out in a while, and I just feel like super stressed, like I need to do this. So we've been, during Christmas, we kind of put a bunch of them together and then scheduled them to release. So you're going to start seeing these videos.
And one of them is you canning chicken.
Yeah, one of me. Did that one already come out? No, that one's coming out.
It's coming out. It's not out yet.
Yeah, I did the... No, wait. Was
it's
the
not
chicken...
Out yet. It was a vlog.
Yeah, but it was the one with the chicken broth, wasn't it?
It was.
I can't remember.
But it's not out yet. You'll have to watch later. Hey, guys, I got deer meat sausage here.
I love canning ground
hamburger.
Anybody in the other room
want deer meat sausage? Come on in.
Yeah, that's what I was thought. Like, Chili's and Sloppy Joe's. Like, we could do our Philly cheesesteak Sloppy Joe's with it.
Oh, yeah.
Taco night would be really quick. You know, we do beef and barley soup, and sometimes I just use hamburger in it instead of like, you know, meat chunks.
Take this little piece first. This little piece to see if you like it.
Let's see, hold on.
If you don't like it, then you don't have to eat the whole thing.
All right, we're gonna show that. Sorry.
You want a piece of deer meat?
I'm good.
We've got deer meat sausage.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the people that I watch right now. And I'm just, you know, really inspired by seeing them do things and going, okay, meat is not as scary as I thought it was. So, and like I said, it can be
if you don't do it right.
After I did that chicken, I'm like, okay, I got this. I can do this. So, let's see. I will mark that one off. So somebody asked us, have we ever split a cow with somebody? Like gone half with it? No, we've never done that. We actually don't know where around here we would do it.
I have a few thoughts on that. It would be cool to do it as a novelty, but for our situation right now and our finances, it would not be strategic for us financially to do that. We would not get the amount of meat at the price that we get it now comparatively. We would really have to research that before we would dive in.
And there's kind of a lot of money up front with that.
Yeah, and you can buy a cow and raise it, and it'd be the community cow. You know, go in halvesies or threesies or whatever. And I've seen people do that with unpasteurized milk because you can't sell.
You can herd share.
Hertshire. Yeah. Sorry, I never know the terminology.
They Hertshire.
Yeah, and so that's an amazing thing. But for us right now, it's just not practical for us to buy a whole cow.
Tina says processing the beef is expensive.
Yeah, and that's what I think.
Yeah, I think for our family, we actually probably would need a whole cow. I don't think a half a cow would probably be enough for us to get us through like a year or a winter or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know the cost breakdown on that exactly. We've looked into it once and it was so absurd we couldn't entertain it.
Yeah, it was like $600 and some for like a half a cow.
I'm sure we'd get the meat from it, but you know when you compare it to, you know, I don't have $600 to give to a cow right now. I barely have $600 to give to our grocery bill. You know what I'm saying? So it's real important to me that I wouldn't be opposed to doing it. I just don't think it fits us yet.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get there, but not yet.
Okay, so this was because I didn't specify it in a recipe. So the spinach artichoke dip. How's your cheese?
Oh, it's amazing.
Is it? I bought him special cheese tonight.
For my deer meat. For
his deer meat. I got him horseradish cheddar. So I went to the fancy part of Kroger's and got fancy cheese.
Deer meat.
So
summer sausage.
What was it? Okay, so my spinach artichoke dip that I made. Somebody asked me, do you heat the bread bowl up before you put the spinach artichoke dip in it? You can. You can eat it cold. We like it hot. So what I just do is I just pile it all in the bread bowl, and I put the pieces of bread on a sheet pan, and then I put it in the oven at like, what was it, 350, 400 degrees, until it's like golden brown and bubbly. Yeah. Pretty much. That's what it is. Hey, Mindy. Hey, I answered your question. Yeah, I'll go back to it.
You want to go back to it later.
So the whole household is our household items in our grocery budget, and the answer is no, they're separate. So. We're answering questions that people have left in the comments.
So Patrick and Crystal did the math on the cows and the pigs. That's why they started with pigs. It's 125 to 150 to process a hog, but they do that at home.
Well, and they're raising their own too, so they're not paying somebody to raise it for them, which is what we would have to do, which makes it a little more expensive.
Yeah. Being in the city.
Where'd my questions go? Oh, they're there. Oops.
There you go, folks. You saw it here first. Like I said, if you tuned in for polish, no, you're not getting out here.
Been up since 5 o'clock this morning and had some of the strongest coffee I have ever had in my life. This really sweet.
I don't make strong coffee.
He didn't make it. No, when we were at the Merit Badge Challenge for the Boy Scouts, this sweet gentleman had made coffee, and it's funny because people who don't drink coffee shouldn't make coffee. Because, I mean, when it came, you know, like when you flip up the spigot and it comes out, you know, it's kind of like a brown color when it hits your, it was not. It was straight black. And I even put water in it and milk, and it barely turned brown. So it was, wow.
Right. Well, normal is boring. All right. Let me tell you, you're going to get a lot of real here.
Yeah.
That is amazing cheese, by the way. Is it? I love horseradish. It's a horseradish cheddar.
It should be a sharp cheddar, too.
Oh, so good. So good.
I'll sort the party flavors in your mouth.
There's a whole thing going on.
All right. It's amazing. Would you be able to start a series on how you have changed your budget in meals to accommodate Kevin's new income? Oh, boy. And I've been starting to do that, and you'll start to see these videos. So the ones that you've been seeing on...
the ham. The
ham salad, where I made the ham salad. I made it twice, and then I used the bone to do green beans, ham, and potatoes. And then somebody was talking about, well, now you can take the bone and you can put it in your slow cooker, and you can make broth out of it. And I've never done that with a ham bone. I guess you can do it with any bones, but I never even thought of it. Yeah. So the next ham I do, I'm going to do that. Let's see. I've done, like I said, some of these are coming up, and some of them you have seen, where we've made our own bagels, where we've canned our own broth, things like that, where you're...
Way cheaper to make your own breads than to...
Making your own bagels is cheaper, and they taste so much better. I mean, they are so good. And I think it was Rosalie asked me about the recipe. And we did put that on our website, but I actually think I'm going to do a separate recipe video for it because we've learned some little tweaks along the way because we've made them several times and we've learned, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that. So we're probably gonna make a video on that. And like the recipe we have is like an onion herb bagel, and we found that we like the everything stuff on it better.
Well, that's a division in our house. There are some that like the everything bagel. I happen to like sesame seed on my bread and on my
We ran out of sesame seeds. That's why we didn't have them.
So.
Because I like sesame seed bagels too. So,
good night, Sharon.
So we're going to be doing that. I've done a couple recipes that are going to be coming up on how to make your own ranch dressing mix, how to make your own taco seasoning, and then how to use your taco seasoning with your chicken that you cooked in order to make your chicken broth that you pulled off the bones and put in the freezer, and how you just kind of chop that up and then put your taco seasoning with it, so you don't have to really cook anything else up. It's already done for you. And I actually probably could take some of my canned chicken that again, this stuff here, and I could throw that into, drain it, throw it into a skillet, and use that for chicken tacos or chicken salad.
Was Two Family Homestead on our thread tonight? On our feed? I missed them.
Aww.
I hope they're here. Hi,
Okay.
Two Family Homestead, if you're here.
But
and everybody else, hi. We're glad you're with us.
That's what I've been doing, and it's kind of you know, Kevin's income.
They're here. Hi, Two Family
has
Homestead.
changed, but it's not been so drastic that our budget has changed, because our budget really couldn't, because we were kind of down to as low as we could be without not feeding people.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And just because, like I said, we've got growing kids, and our boys, you know, they burn a lot of energy, and they need that. They need the food, and but I've been teaching them how to how to make stuff themselves too. Like, you know,
they made bread the other night.
It just reminds me of like back years ago when, you know, we used to watch The Simpsons, and Homer would stand in front of the refrigerator and go, "Marge, there's no food here. There's all this stuff to make food, but there's no food." And like I kind of got, you know, and my kids were never complaining like that. It's actually more than one, but
we're pointing fingers. No, why are we pointing fingers?
But
oh, so that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna fight. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't do that.
But we so I'm teaching them how to make stuff themselves. And Katie is a very proficient cook now. Yes. Like because on nights when I have to be
Max is, Miles is getting there. It's
like Max is, Jack and Miles are in the process of learning, and they're getting better at it.
We taught them how to not catch fire to toast.
No, that's not true. I still once a week have somebody burn toast.
Oh, well, so, never mind that.
Once a week. It's probably because we don't have a toaster. Yeah. Because our kids go through toasters like people go through tissues. Yeah. I mean, we break a toaster like once a month, you know, because we use homemade bread and they slice it real thick and then they try to shove it down into that toaster.
We haven't owned a toaster though in a while.
Yeah, we probably should get another one.
We're going to get another toaster.
But he wants a toaster oven. I'm like, still have the same problem. They still burn the toast in the toaster oven. So.
I like toaster ovens. I think they're more versatile, but that's just me. We'll get a regular sized toaster just because of that. No worries. So
there's going to be some of those videos kind of coming up and showing you, because I want to get to a place where I can do a meal and 1 week and I didn't shop for that stuff that week.
That's
like
right.
It's kind of like I'm kind of shopping my stash of what I already have. So
hi, Gwen.
I want to try to do that. So yeah.
Hi, Kathy M.
What?
Get one that does bagels. Yeah, toaster. Yeah,
okay,
that's awesome.
So
we were going to save that for another show.
Oh, we were going to save that for another show.
We're going to save that for another show.
No spoilers for the next show.
No spoilers for the next show.
So,
that's right.
but yeah, I actually did. We've only done one
bagel
other
toaster.
One of these.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
We had a bagel toaster, and they cut the toast so thick.
I know, but they were kids. They were much younger, and we didn't train them very well. They'll do better this next time.
So, but what was it? Oh, I've done one grocery haul video, and I had people asking me to do that.
Grocery hauls.
No, we've only really done one. There was one.
Well, what
with
about
me
when
and
me and you went?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you
And
did
there was
another
one
or
with
something.
Katie, so I've done three in the entire time that
that's
we've been on YouTube. One with Katie, and then I just did another one that will be coming up within the next 2 weeks. And I'll show you how I did our grocery shopping for the 2 weeks, because he gets paid every 2 weeks, so we do it every 2 weeks. And then with the budget that I had, I actually got, we call it future food, like, you know, stuff that we're going to can, stuff that we're going to freeze.
Stuff that we're going to use for later.
You know, stuff that we're going to use for later. And I bought some of that stuff too, and I broke it down of like, this is how much I spent on our 2 week stuff, and this is how much I spent on our future food. And so you can kind of get a glimpse. I did a lot of math and it made my brain hurt. So, and if I get it wrong, please don't judge me, but you know, it was a long day.
Can I give them the videos that they need to keep an eye out for?
Yeah.
Here's some videos that we have coming up. We're not going to give you we'll let them, you'll see when they come out. We're still editing some of them. But homemade chicken and dumplings is coming out.
Which was made with the chicken that we made the chicken stock out of, and we pulled all the meat off the bones, along with the chicken tacos.
A first time canning vlog where we first time canning meat, that's coming up. A grocery trip to Aldi, Kroger, and Meijer, which is a grocery haul that Heather's talking about. DIY taco mix. If you like the taco mix you get in the package, wait till you it's much cheaper to make it yourself, and it's a lot of fun. DIY ranch dressing mix and easy chicken street tacos. Yeah. So those are videos to keep an eye on. They're coming their way.
And like I said, another one that we're probably going to be doing is, I know in a vlog we did making the bagels, but like I said, we've learned a few little things. Yeah. And so we'll probably do just a video that's, because they were so good.
A follow-up.
We'll do a follow-up video for that.
To that bagel.
So yeah. All right, and so this is kind of our last question that we had, that as I went through. For people who I had a lady who was interested in Thrive Food, and she asked me, what are your top 5 recommendations if I was going to get something? And for me, it's like, what is most versatile? And so for me, it is the onions, the celery, the carrots, the corn. The corn, because corn can be cooked in something, or it can be eaten as a snack, or it can be put in a pot pie, or you know, it has what was the other one? Like, if I was going to do a meat, I would actually probably choose
the sausage or
the beef dices.
Beef dices, yeah.
Because we use that in like beef and barley soup and, you know, stuff like that, and it's really good. But I tend to like kind of go for the vegetables more, because we're not one that strictly uses just Thrive for a meal. Like, I have, and I've made, I take that back. It wouldn't be the chicken, it would be the tomato powder.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the tomato powder.
You know, because I'm looking at the things that I would use the most. Those are the things that I would use the most. I would use them.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And so, like, I made a bolognese sauce with the tomato powder. And, like, the one thing I like about it is that you can take it from paste to juice, just depending on how much water you put in it. But so if anybody had a question about that, those are so it is the onions, the celery, the carrots, the corn, and the tomato powder. Those are the top 5 that I would start with, because I think those are the ones that are the most versatile and can be used in most meals, and most everybody likes them. So
Rosalie says she'd buy onions, mushrooms, green peppers, and celery.
I like the mushrooms because I'm the only one in the house that likes mushrooms, and so I can put them on pizza. So.
Good to see you, Adeline. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, so those are all of the questions that we have, unless somebody else has more questions to ask us. So if you have any questions on videos or just
whatever
in general,
I mean, you know, we're blessed that we're in a unique time in our channel where we're just being us, and our channel's still growing in subscriptions and the way that it's run. Obviously, you know, you could just Google how to make money on YouTube, and you'll see 1,000 different videos come up. That's not what we're about. We're not using this necessarily as a platform to sell a bunch of stuff, although we do have some home-based businesses that we run. But primarily we do this because we love sharing and the community that we have. You know, we love sharing with you, with all of you, but you've reciprocated and come back in a lot of different ways, and you've subscribed, you've shared our channel with others, and 23, almost 2,400 subscribers to our channel.
Yeah. So,
and we owe that, we have a ton of people to thank for that, but the list is so long, we couldn't even begin to start, but we love the community and we're thankful. There's something you're wanting to read?
No, well, Caitlin, Alicia's daughter, wants to know what your favorite dessert is. So what your favorite
My favorite dessert?
Yeah.
Or our favorite dessert?
No, well, I think we can each answer this question.
Man, let me think about that. This is like gonna totally out me as a non-homesteader. You know what I'm gonna say, right? My favorite dessert is not a dessert at all.
No, I know what it is.
What do you think it is?
Nutty bars.
It's totally Nutty Bars.
It's Nutty Bars.
That is one of my favorite. I eat too many of them. I'll be honest with you, it hurts. So, if I had to say desserts, though, a really good pie, like pecan pie or pumpkin pie, I like that a lot.
My favorite dessert is pound cake. Now, here's the thing, though.
It's got to be a special kind.
I would rather drink the batter than eat the pound cake itself. I know that's crazy, but like I make the, and I don't know if I've ever done a video on it, but I love pound cake, vanilla pound cake.
Yeah.
But the batter on it, like you could just give me a giant bowl of it in a straw and I would drink it.
That's so not good for us.
So not good for us, but it's so, I love it.
When I'm having a tough day or a bad week, I sit down with a Nutty Bar. It's just what I do.
Yeah.
It's just, I try not to do it too often, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? I've actually lost 7 pounds.
Good for you.
You know, I'm not on a diet per se. I could do a very lovely diet, but I have been kind of watching what I'm eating. I've been working hard lately. I've been doing some pretty long hours, and so I'm losing a few pounds and pretty excited about that. Daryl, you talk about me all the time. That's encouraging, I think.
I think so. Daryl's a nice guy.
Well, it depends on what he's saying. No, I'm just kidding. Well, thank you guys. We always appreciate that.
Yeah. I think for them, what I love about Two Family Homestead is the community that they have built, and I mean from like little channels like us to they've interviewed big channels, and I find that like we don't get to be on their live stream very often just because our lives are like those nights are nights that we are just not home.
but I did catch some of his technology stuff on the rewind. I mean, if you need to know how to do some of this YouTube stuff, and we do everything through an iPhone. That's why it's just not always quality, and I have no problem with that because it's budget. I mean, you do what you can with the budget that you have, and that's the beauty of YouTube. I think anybody that can figure out how to use an iPhone can be on YouTube. Yeah. But I feel like if you really want to learn technology, if you really want to go deep in that stuff, visit Two Family Homestead's channel because they got it going on.
My favorite videos that Sherry does is when she does her Hanukkah videos where she does the cooking for Hanukkah, where she made the potato pancakes, which are different than the ones we make. Like our potato pancakes are just leftover mashed potatoes, but like she grades them up and they look so good. I want to try them at some point. Yep. But so we had another question. This one's from Rosalie, which is, did you make any New Year's resolutions? And we have to laugh because there's a channel called Rhett and Link, and there are these two guys.
It's called Good Mythical Morning.
Well, yeah, but they do this video on New Year's resolutions and how like they've set the bar incredibly high. So now they're making new ones, which is making sure they put the right shoes on the right foot, and how they're gonna roll over and hit the snooze and then repeat, and and they're saying raise the bar so you can walk effortlessly underneath. And I don't do resolutions, but I do make goals for myself, and I already conquered one of them, which was learning how to can meat.
That's
awesome.
So
this year I think one of my goals is to get better at gardening.
Rhett and Link are not always appropriate, so use your filter, folks, but they are pretty funny.
Yeah.
They are pretty funny. I would say, and let me go back to technology for a minute. Even if you have an Android and you want to get started with, if you have any kind of smartphone, you can do what we're doing.
I think
it's not
Patrick and Crystal have Android.
Yeah, I mean it's not just an iPhone.
Yeah.
I apologize. I mean out all the Android users because you can totally do it with an Android.
We did not mean to offend.
No, we did not mean to offend. But yeah, I think my New Year's resolution is always, I don't make New Year's resolutions. I have goals for my life and I have things that I want to accomplish. And I'm getting ready to take a journey that direction, and we'll kind of keep you posted about that. But right now, resolutions, it's been a tough one. It's not something I usually make. I don't make New Year's resolutions because I feel like, you know, I've really got to lean on God and His strength and the things that He does in my life to change my heart and to accomplish some of the, you know, some of the resolutions that people make aren't necessarily, they're to change habits, but they're more of a heart issue. Mm-hmm. And I think that when we talk about the big ones, you know, like losing 50 pounds, well, that's a whole lifestyle change. And God's working on my heart, and it's going to take a while for me to lose 50 pounds.
I guess it's what's your motivation behind it. Yeah. You know, like the motivation to learn how to like can meat and, you know, grow a bigger garden and everything that, you know, that's part of, you know, I want to be able to provide stuff for my kids and for my family. Yeah. So we have another question. This is from Tina. She says, do you have a big garden and do you preserve a lot? Okay, so Tina, we are on about 1/4 of an acre and we are in a more urban area. And we last year, our garden did well. We started a smaller garden in the back, and we started with 2 raised beds that did not do well. But we had the hay bales, the straw bales, and my tomatoes did fantastic in those.
Cucumbers, peppers.
And they were they weren't brand new straw bales. They were straw bales that were probably 2 years old. I mean, they're almost to the point, like when we were rolling them into place, they wanted to fall apart. But, so they did really well in that. And so last year was a year of kind of experimenting with the place that we had. So we have a tree that may be coming down this year, which means we're going to get more light in our backyard. I planted all of my tomato plants in my front flower beds. People probably thought I was crazy. Here's this crazy woman with, and my plants grew like nearly 6 feet tall.
We had neighbors walking by going, that's cool.
Yeah. And so we had all of these tomato plants. So I canned tomatoes last year. My green beans didn't do very well. Our squash didn't do very well. We
figured that out though.
Yeah. And we think it's because, and people swear by, like, you know, putting cardboard underneath of your gardening beds. And every time we do that, nothing grows well in it. And I think that, you know, like the worms can't get up in it. And, you know, I don't think it breaks down well. And so this year we're going to try, I've got grandiose plans. And I think I showed them a couple weeks ago. And I'll show them again. But where I drew out, my dad would have been so proud of me. It was almost like I, you know, pulled AutoCAD out and drew out all of this, which I did. And I just had a, you know, ruler and a compass and a protractor and all this stuff to, you know, draw the house and the beds and, you know, and the way that I have it now, we could potentially have in that small backyard, 6 to 7 garden beds with all different kinds of stuff in it. And my boys will be happy because they could mow the yard with a weed eater because there would be that much grass left.
Yeah.
But
I've got a couple people talking here. When I go to snack, I remember the verse, your body is a temple, helps me put the candy in pop back, LOL. Pat. Thanks, Patrick. I need to remember that myself. I'm sitting here snacking on some incredible deer meat and loving every minute of it.
Yeah, but you haven't eaten like the entire log. You've eaten just a few pieces.
Yeah. So. Hoffman Family Homestead says, Heather, Mindy was thinking of you today. She's wearing the scarf that she bought off your website.
Aww.
Yeah, and you know, our current new website does not have a store on it right now. And so we kind of revised that a little bit. We weren't selling enough to really make it make sense. Yeah. But we are going to circle back around and put some... things
I
out
needed
there.
a break because I'm like, I'm just kind of doing the same old things over and over again. So for me, it's like I need a little inspiration and go, okay,
Yeah.
well, I like this. Maybe somebody else will, and we'll just,
I'm going to answer a question that wasn't asked, but I see others asking it on other channels, and I see other people dealing with this. As YouTubers, do you ever get sick of doing YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, we do, and sometimes we take a break from social media. I don't know if the word has gotten out, but I have completely not removed it, but taken a break from Facebook. Facebook had engulfed a ton of my time, and I do not have, as a YouTuber, you get tired of doing YouTube sometimes, and you've got to take a break. You've got to have the right goals and the right motivation. And for those of us who don't have to do it to make a living, I know there's others out there, Rhett and Link, who do it to make a living. There are seasons where you just have to turn the camera off and spend time with your family.
Hi, Margaret. Sorry.
Yeah, there is a time when YouTubers do get sick of YouTubing, and there are certain things that happen in your life, and you go, "Oh man, I still should have put that on my channel because that would have been hilarious." But it really does violate the family time that you're trying to create, and I don't think anybody. And again, this is Kevin's opinion and my prerogative, but I don't think anybody with a channel should make excuses for taking a break from YouTube. Everybody needs a rest from it sometimes.
Yeah.
And and I'm speaking on my level, on our level.
Well, and I think
I'm not talking about maybe bigger channels.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, well, maybe I am. I don't know. I just feel like for our situation, there's a season where we have to go, we're not going to do this for a little bit and see if our passion is still there. Yeah. And one of the biggest things that Heather and I have appreciated in our marriage is the community that we experience when we come on this show, and we've brought it back. Is it always going to be Saturday night? No, my schedule's going to change. Is it always going to be about this, that, and the other? Well, probably.
It's going to be like hide and seek Goin Batty. You're going to have to find us.
Yeah.
Because we started on Tuesday, and then we went to Wednesday. And now we're on Saturday.
That's right.
Sometimes we did it on Friday, but
yeah.
Well, and I think that is actually the blessing sometimes of being a smaller channel.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is not the income for us.
Right.
This is the community for us, and we really enjoy that aspect of it, and that we can step away and go, okay, like because there was a time like right at the end of the year. Where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore right now.
We need to take a break.
I needed to take a break, and Kevin was like, okay, and we were okay with that. And the thing is like, if we lose subscribers, that's okay. But we also know that there are people who kind of have stuck with us, kind of almost from the very beginning. So, that's just one of those things where it's okay. I mean, for anybody else out there who's struggling with, well, I need to do it this night and this night and this night, and, I need to make sure. And I'm like, no, for your own health and your own well-being sometimes, and for the well-being of your family, it's okay to go, I'm taking a break from this for a while. Yeah. I think Tara is she on the break? You can hear her in the background because she's not on the camera.
Yeah, and that's good. Mandy Pearson, connect with Two Family Homestead. Daryl, can give you tip ideas. Look on his tech thing. Okay, yeah, stuck with me. Yeah, we're reading comments. Sorry, guys. I've been reading. I've been watching a lot of different YouTube channels that.
I think Alicia asked about your master's degree.
Oh, we'll give you an update later.
Yeah.
There's some things that are cooking that are private on that, and I want to talk about it, but I can't right now. So stay tuned.
I like Margaret's answers. Like, I don't do resolutions either. I just strive to be the best person that I can be, and be sure that I'm watching out for others. Yeah. I think that's a really great way of looking at things.
Yeah. I feel like our chat is Mike, I may not be seeing all of your guys' comments. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm still like way up there. I'm
Yeah.
like scrolling down. It says, okay, so Tina said, awesome, Heather. I did a very small garden last year, but planted a much bigger one this year. But scared about it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go a little bigger, and I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try something new. And I think that, to me, like, that's the fun of learning, because, you know, you're always, the moment that you go, oh, I know everything, like, you just might as well throw in the towel, because then you just become unteachable. And one of the things that I loved about my grandfather was he always had this passion for knowledge, like, always. Like, I showed last week the book that was the all sorts of build your own things. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
My brain's not functioning well right now.
You can have this.
But,
you cannot have this.
But he always, I mean, he had the first, oh shoot, I can't even think of it. I'm sorry. Some of these very first, like.
Whoa. Hello from France.
France? Well, hello.
No, that was a troll.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
All right.
It said
Thank you,
Alicia, for catching it, because I didn't read the whole comment. I'm just like, oh, France. Wait, everybody hates Americans? Oh, well, that's negative. Okay, get that off there.
All right.
So we're not impervious to trolls, apparently, Heather. No.
Well, and so we're just shoot. Yeah, I keep trying new things. Like, I try new things with canning. I started out with water bathing, then I moved on to pressure canning. Then I moved on from pressure canning vegetables to meat. And
Hi, Life Unwired.
So we're just trying those new things, and just keep that thirst for knowledge going.
Wait.
So, what?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But anyway.
It's, I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, our time is about up. That's what we're gonna say.
Okay.
Our time is about up. There's definitely some interesting things happening, and we just want to thank you guys for being a part of our community, a part of our channel. By all means, keep the comments rolling. My mind is just mush. I've got nothing left. I was reading comments, and I got lost in them because they're so excellent. I lost it. Everybody needs to take a vacation. Oh, something about your garden last year and getting bigger kind of scares them. And I think, Tina said, I did a very small garden last year, but planning a much bigger one for this year, but scared about it. I'm going to do it. See, I think, Tina, that's the key. You bite off the elephant one bite at a time. And so if you can't do a huge, massive garden, that's okay. Do 2 or 3 plants and do them really, really well. So if you do a tomato plant, do it the best you possibly can, right?
Yeah.
And if you do a cucumber plant, or kale or cabbage or whatever, do that plant as the best that you can. Grow it as big as you can. You know what I mean? And
if it fails,
celebrate the successes and learn from the mistakes.
And the thing too is that you look at it like, how much did you actually pay for that seed? Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, if you have your beans failed, and I mean, maybe you paid, I don't know, here you can get seeds for like $1.99 to $3 a packet, and there's probably 50 seeds in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not out that much. And so I just think it's, I think it's wise to just keep trying. And like I said, I'm not going to always succeed at everything. Yeah, Carrie's from Ontario. She said they're getting snow.
Families from Annapolis Valley, North NS. Nova Scotians,
Nova
thank you.
Scotia.
Okay, I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm not having a stroke. I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, wow. My aunt is in the valley as well. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, sweet. We got connections happening. I love it.
Our Canadian friends are connected.
Yeah,
so.
and they're doing. I love it.
Yes.
I just love it. Love it.
Okay.
All right.
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Let's pray for Rosalie.
Yeah,
and her,
we will.
Her family.
Let's go for it. And
Okay.
Then we'll wrap up after that.
So we're gonna pray, and if that's not your thing, that's okay. But that's what we do.
You're welcome to stay and just hang out with us.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
sorry. Father God, I thank you so much for the privilege it is to hang out in community with all these amazing people. We just say a special prayer for Rosalie and her family and the hurt and loss that they're feeling. God, we lift up anybody on this live stream right now that's feeling hurt or lost or lonely, and we ask for you to come into their life and comfort them in a special way. Lord, we thank you for the privilege it is to come together as a community and celebrate homesteading and growing things and cooking and all the things that, God, you're teaching us how to do. And we thank you for this journey called life, where we can learn these things and go together and do them in community. Father, protect us from the evil one. Protect us from the weather. Keep us warm and safe. Thank you that we have these places that we call homes, and they keep our families safe in them. And God, I pray that you'll continue to work in our lives in a very amazing and incredible way. Thanks for your love. It's in your son's name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So thank you very much for joining us. You guys are awesome. We're going to stay on for just a few minutes longer so that we can see if you guys have any more comments or questions.
Okay.
Just for a second. Some quickies, like make a speed round, like a quick, simple question that won't take 15 minutes to answer. Like,
I think Alicia,
what's your opinion on the Book of Revelation? No, we don't want to answer that question.
That's too deep.
Something short, like what's your favorite hat color, or what's your favorite pickle flavor, or what that kind of weird stuff. So when I say go, don't do it now. Think of your question, make it a simple one, and then we're just gonna do a speed round where you guys type your comments in and your questions in, and we're going to give you, I'm kind of killing some time so you guys can think about what your question is, but when I say go, you type in your simple, short little question, and then we're going to answer it.
Oh, okay, good. I'm going to have to read fast.
Well, you won't read fast because we'll take them as they come.
My brain is not functioning.
Mine isn't either, but I'd love to hear some of those simple questions. Don't make these complicated. Just simple questions like, is your microwave white? Or is your cat large? Yes. I wasn't going to say fat, but he is.
He's portly.
Those kinds of questions. So when I say go, if you're just listening to us, you might want to get to your typewriter, your keyboard.
Typewriter? No one uses a typewriter anymore.
Right after the telegraph machine.
Yeah, with that phone with the little
on your mark.
things.
Are you ready? Hopefully you guys will. Maybe this will work. This might be a huge failure.
Everybody might have gone already.
Yeah, they're like, oh no, you prayed. We're done. On your mark, get set, and type that question. Type a simple question. All right. Yay, a video on bagels is coming.
Yes.
Will Heather do some crochet teaching videos? Yes or no?
Maybe.
How much is most inches of snow you've ever gotten there?
Here we
Over a foot.
In my lifetime, there was a blizzard, and I think that it was 2 feet of snow.
Beets, yes or no?
Love beets.
Hate them.
Love beets.
Hate them. Awful. It tastes like
Pickled
dirt.
eggs, yes. If they're in the
No, don't go ahead of me. I got them right here.
here.
Favorite time of the day? Morning.
Oh no, at night.
Euchre time, I think of at Goin Batty. I love euchre. What is the color of your car? That's kind of a personal question.
Eleanor is black.
Both of them.
Eleanor and yeah.
Yeah, the Durango's gray.
Yeah, Odessa.
Odessa. Favorite dinner? Pizza?
Oh, she's chicken pot pie.
What kind of ice cream do you like?
I like Grater's black raspberry chip ice cream. Best ice cream ever, hands down.
Mint chocolate chip, but I want to learn how to make my own homemade ice cream, so that might be coming. Pickled eggs, yes or no?
Yes, if they're the purple eggs.
No.
The purple eggs and the beet juice, yes, love those.
No, just no. Even if they're just regular pickled eggs, no, I'm out. Here
Where are you
Where
from?
are you from? I am actually a Dayton. I grew up in Dayton. I was born in Virginia, near in Newport News, Virginia.
I am from the Cincinnati area in Ohio.
What's your dream vacation?
Oh gosh.
Anywhere my wife goes. I love being with my wife.
I would love to be in a cabin in the woods away from everybody. Where there's, yes, that would be my dream vacation.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. What is your favorite colors?
Mine is probably yellow.
Mine's green. I like orange too. Favorite book of the Bible?
Esther.
Oh, mercy. What is my favorite book of the Bible? I had it the other day. I like Matthew. Matthew is my favorite book. All right, that's the end of it. Thank you for taking care of our troll, although trolls are welcome. Not really. Guys, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. And as always, guys, more updates as we go. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next Saturday, same place. Wait, did I miss a question?
I don't know. Big Bang Theory or Friends?
Oh.
Probably Friends, because that's just the generation we grew up in.
Yeah, I'm more of a Friends guy. Did you answer my question, distracted by the troll? I think I did. What was your question? Let me go all the way back and see if I can see what her question is. If you could pray for my first cousin. Yes, we'll pray for your first cousin. Okay, I don't see your question, Alicia.
Dream vacation. Yes.
Oh, dream vacation. Yes, we did do
cabin
the dream
in the mountains or the woods.
Anywhere
or
with my wife, preferably.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Did you answer my? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good night. Have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in. As always.